Thank you very much. We in Kenya have a very sound strategy to re-engineer food systems financing. And our administration was elected last year, and we have changed the entire strategy in financing by putting money at the bottom of the pyramid through the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. We have embraced financial inclusivity by creating a 10 billion Kenya shillings fund for the Hustler Nation. The Hustler Nation are the ordinary people who are the majority in terms of food production. There before, there has been a great challenge in accessing affordable credit to enable farmers to buy inputs and to buy the right certified seeds. As a result of that financial inclusivity to the people at the bottom of the pyramid, many farmers are able now to produce food and produce the right yield. Again, the Kenya government has put 50 billion Kenya shillings for organizing the financial space around making interventions for the agricultural sector. Over and above, the government has put aside funds for subsidized fertilizer to enable the farmers to lower the cost of production and increase their yields. We have a very serious engagement with our international friends and partners because we have a budget deficit and we cannot, as a country, be in a position to single-handedly finance our requirements. We continue to engage with our international friends and partners, and President William Ruto in Paris called for a review of the financial architecture. The present financial architecture has been very disadvantageous to the African continent that faces huge challenges. Like my brother here, my neighbor from Somalia has explained. The African continent needs to be looked at differently because of the various challenges. The issue of armed conflict, the issue of terrorism, and of course, coping with the challenges of the negative effects of climate change. We have just come out of the worst drought in 40 years after 5 subsequent failed seasons. And therefore, we are calling upon the world, we are calling upon our partners all over the world to look at the issues of the African continent from a different perspective and apply a very aggressive way of putting funds aside to enable the African continent to produce enough food and have surplus for export. As it is, we are disadvantaged because the general application of that financial architecture has been very unfavorable to the African continent. But over and above, even as we reach out to our development partners, we have our own internal interventions in terms of financial inclusivity to make sure that the people at the bottom of the pyramid are part and parcel of food production so that we can attain food security and our children can be able to go to school. I was very pleased with the session that was here before because in Kenya, we have succeeded in having a very good and effective school feeding program that has doubled school enrollment. And when the children have been fed, the parents are able to proceed with their daily hustles unhindered. Thank you.
Indeed, and we cannot overstate the impact on educational outcomes and economic development when we address the crisis at a foundational level. Thank you very much. Let us hear from the Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima.